Well, it's Vinnie, and you can tell I'm wearing something outrageous today. It's my Daytona hoodie, a little chillier in southern Indiana. I'm Vinnie, and this is the world according to Vinnie, Sunday Funday edition. So I always try to dress something different, and somebody suggested, my friend on Mike being Mike YouTube said my Hawaiian shirt was lame. Well, Mike, I changed it up for you a little bit. Go check out Mike being Mike, by the way. Great some stuff there on YouTube. So, anyway, today is this. I'm just doing a sports edition of Sunday Funday. Got something else planned. Gonna be heading to Ohio and gonna do Vinnie travels to Ohio. I'm going to upload that next week. That's going to be a little fun. Just meeting with everybody. So, we're going to start out today. Always going to start with a trivia question on this one. This was an interesting one. I probably would not have known this, but March 1st of 1941, the NFL's first commissioner was, who was that? And the others, how many commissioners have they had in the NFL? Very interesting. Very interesting. So, one thing I want to touch base on, what about the Zags? Gonzaga Basketball has long been synonymous with success, but they've never had a team as dominant as this year's squad. Jeff Tracy from Axios writes, what's driving the Gonzaga Bulldogs on Saturday completed the program's first undefeated regular season, 24-0. First in men's Division I hoops since Kentucky did it in 14-15. You know I'm a Kentucky fan. So first time since then. But by the numbers, top-ranked Gonzaga started strong. First team in D1 history to beat 4 AP top 20 teams in the first 7 games. And the Bulldogs hadn't hit any roadblocks since. Wow. Impressive. Scored a school record 92.9 points per game, which is as far ahead of second place Colgate. They have 85.7, and as Colgate is ahead of number 41 James Madison at 78.5. For the third time in the last 5 seasons, they compiled a 21-game streak of double-digit wins. And the last team to reach a streak of even 20 such wins was UCLA 50 years ago. Unbelievable. Hey, shooting blistering 55.3% from the field, which is the best mark since 1988-89 national champion Michigan. They shot 56.6. Backdrop. In the past 2 decades, Gonzaga has gone from middling program to Cinderella story to perennial tournament participant powerhouse. Wow. What's the reasons? Let's mark a few of those. Before Mark Few. Before he arrived, Gonzaga had made the tournament just twice in 56 years, 95 and 99. Since then, they've gone 20 for 20, reaching at least the Sweet 16 in each of the past 5 years. The fun facts is Few's career 0.834 career winner percentage. He's 623 with 124 losses and is the best all-time among Division I coaches, minimum of 10 seasons. Let's look at the team a little bit. Senior Corey Kispert, forward 6'7", player of the year contender, improving from a 7-point per night freshman to 20-point scoring, shooting over 46% from the deep ball. Junior Joel Ayayi, guard 6'5", averaged less than 2 points per game as a freshman. January recorded the first program's triple-double. Sophomore Drew Tim, forward 6'10", has doubled his scoring output from a year ago to 19 points a night. Then there's Jalen Suggs, guard 6'4", freshman super prospect, the kind of kid who would usually go to Duke or Kentucky for a year, but instead chose Gonzaga. So, it's undeniably bummer that this tiny school, I remember passing it when I was in Spokane, Washington, is enjoying such historic success Most students are on campus taking a combination of in-person and remote classes, but the gym remains quiet on game days with the Fanatic Kennel Club student section nowhere to be found. But they are playing strong. Good contender for the March Madness coming up on, is that March 17th or 18th? Now, my next story, casinos doubling down on sports content. Wynn Resorts is spending $3.5 million to build a dedicated studio in Las Vegas in conjunction with sports podcast company Blue Wire. That was reported by Axios' Sarah Fisher. It's the latest example of casino investing millions in sports betting content, particular podcast to lure bettors to its sportsbook. How it's working is while some publishers have launched their own branded sportsbook, most are focused on monetizing their sports betting content by linking out to sportsbooks so they can send them customers. Wynn Resorts' deal with Blue Wire is meant to help lure potential sports bettors to the casino's online betting arm, WynnBET. ESPN sports betting analyst Doug Gazarian relocated to Las Vegas last year so he can host the Daily Wager from ESPN's new studio at the Link Hotel Plus Experience. VSIN, a sports betting network that produced audio and video content from its studios inside 5 U.S. sportsbooks, struck a deal last year with the world's largest sportsbook at the Circa in Las Vegas. Intercom launched a 6-year audio partnership with FanDuel. Last year, co-produced giant betting content. FanDuel, believe that's with Pat McAfee on his YouTube and podcast. He's something else. The radio giant also acquired the QL Gaming Group for $32 million, which includes sports betting app BetQL. And then Action Network's subscription sports betting app works with several sports books, many whom have sponsors its video and podcast products. Wow. Penn National, a casino operator, kicked off this trend when it invested $163 million in Barstool Sports last January for a 36% equity stake. Barstool owns several of the top sports podcasts, produces hours and hours of betting-centric audio and video content daily. 2020, they launched its branded sportsbook, Barstool Sportsbook, which Penn National says will live in at least 10 states by the end of the year. Wow. Sports betting. All of them. It's crazy. Indiana's allowed to do it. Some states are, some states aren't. So, unbelievable. Now, to the trivia question. Remember we talked about who was the first commissioner and how many they had? Well, 80 years ago this week, Elmer Layden, he was Notre Dame's former coach 1934 to 1940 and one of its famed Four Horsemen, was named the first commissioner of the NFL. Now, the thing that I really didn't realize was there have just been 5 NFL commissioners in the past 80 years. When you get in that gig, you're in. You're in. Wow. Interesting. So, it's going to be a great Sunday today. Awesome Sunday. Hope you enjoy it. As you can tell, hopefully the weather's going to get a little warmer. So you can go out and smoke a cigar outside and enjoy life. This is Vinnie, and this is the world according to Vinnie. Don't forget to look down in the subscription, or down my description. Look at if you're going to buy on Amazon. It would be really great if you could click that link. If you're going to shop anyway, it doesn't cost you a cent. Amazon sends my YouTube channel just a little something. Helps me out. I really appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Love to hear comments. What do you want me to talk about on Sunday Funday? I'd love to talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. So, let me know. This is Vinnie. This is the world according to Vinnie. Have a great, great Sunday.